さな染み込むよで息を止めた午前5時超階段でつながる明日はどっちださって続けてやまない雨もこのろくでもない世界にはあるんだよ少しも変ではないのまどろみに足を取られてるあなたを責めているわけじゃないんだよ一人空想に遊ぶそこで思い描いたここまで恥じるのか 無限の疑問をひたすらに問い続けて生きていたい言えない鎧を脱ぎ捨てて頬を打つ風が自分を守って手にできるものにがしなかないという突き上げたナンバーワンが指さす空の彼方今よりも高い景色が見たいから満たされないカラカラに乾いた心を燃やして未来をあぶり出せ幻想を焼き尽くせ世界で一番言い訳が下手になることが回り回って誰よりもうまく生きる術なら足元にナンバーワンの朝日が描いた影が止まらずに前に進むと叫んでる他の誰も歩めないこの日々に胸よ騒げ不安を焼き尽くせDreamless storm, ticking clock. I walk away.
あの日守ると決めた約束はこの胸に全てを失うことで今救える命があるのなら喜んで全部をあげるこの気持ちが初めての生きがいだ傷跡は隠さないで絶望も武器にして生きると決めたんだよ精一杯この涙かき分けて君に全てをあげるからお願いどうか消えないでくれ
当たり前が照らす眩しさにまぶたを閉じた君のことを誰の目にも触れない影に一粒の光をそこに迷い戸惑い今の瞬きに流れ星が頬去っても拭い去ってくれるくらいの人なりの音色を君に変えられない過去に色を塗っていくきっと未来の七色片手にパレット笑ってみせてよたった一つだけ願ったのだいつだって最低な夜を抜けて
You don't want Mark Month. Your points were giving willingly. We were there for cupcakes. Obey or be timed.
You heard the man. Oh, I gotta get off of that thing. Scooch.
Oh my goodness, that messes up the whole flow.
How so?
Because I can't really just shoot.
Oh my god. Put it next to it.
To do. Well, clang.
I doubt it clangs.
It clangs. It's pretty clangy clang.
You
the amount of additional noise is
oh my god,
I would prefer
unbelievable.
not to do.
Unbelievable.
It is what it is.
Not even reading y'all messages. We're gonna dedicate this time to DA and reading My Hero Academia chapter. What chapter is this? 4. Where's my tablet? 423. Are we? I thought you were just getting your tablet and telling them to turn the page along with you.
No, this seems kind of Mystery Science Theater-esque.
Okay. I'll probably just cut this part out later. I doubt we get done up for it. Who cares?
Yeah, there's people that do reactions like this on YouTube. I've seen them. It's fine.
All right.
And if we get done up,
Blame DA.
we will remove it and then act like it didn't happen.
Hi Zaldonix says, what a special occasion we can see your very beautiful faces.
No.
The TTS lady kind of ruined the joke. Very beautiful faces.
Let's F11 that one. And you can control it because you are the reader.
I'm the reader. I don't like this page starting off because it's just a bunch of mush. You can barely.
Now, to be the most fair,
This is the
bootleg.
purpose is them here and it's fine.
but it's also the bootleg is going to be darker.
It's still gonna be mush.
Strange feeling in your brain.
I saw Trigger stream yesterday. It's just him talking about other stuff and reading My Hero Academia, JJK latest chapters.
They did this already!
And now they're doing it
With
again.
Bakugo!
Nah.
And it's not even a full pet. Why is Snipe there? Why does Snipe get almost center screen? Who are you?
Enjoy it.
But that doesn't explain why he's not healing. If Ravigmani isn't using super regeneration, why not?
Hey, now that you say that, oh yeah, I guess you're right.
The others struck me that time. I didn't feel it in my.
Oh, I guess they do explain it.
No, they don't.
Mentira says, Class 1A, lend me your energy.
This is terrible. I hate this page. Legit. Because you got Dinosaur Lady,
Mm-hmm.
Class 2B or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's brain fried. You don't look like this.
Mm-hmm. Now, originally, I thought this was all the people that came through the portal to help Deku, which was mostly just Class 1A, but it's a lot of people, so.
Where is his super regeneration?
He felt it in his body and soul.
What? What? You can't just say that he's doing stuff and that just be the thing. Yeah, he keeps saying this same old book. Who could possibly care about him?
As a man that has already read it, just keep going.
Where is purpose?
Why didn't he do that? He said Shigaraki's body was screwed up. Now he's just like, I'll just transfer. Why would he want Deku in particular? He's got nothing. Not this. isn't a story. This isn't. You always
Fighting
reach out to those in
It's Demon
need.
Slayer all over again. We never
Who
left.
are you? What is this? It's Spinner.
Never for a single solitary second
Are you
left.
kidding me?
No, of course not.
This isn't some hallucination. You came with what? What did he do? What did he do here? It could have been anybody if he was just gonna do the ice thing. I'll never forgive you. I don't think you're a monster beyond understanding. Those two things. No, I understand you. You're just a little baby. Oh, okay. I'm not.
Just keep going.
No, he didn't. It seems he had very little. He really wants to complete. What? Was this ever? What is this? What is this? They're
The
supposed to
Prince
be
in Glow Valstrap
gone.
says, I'm finally at Wano now. Also, y'all trying to kill DA by having him react to MHA.
What is? This was never.
No, it was a twisted love.
Why is he in incest with them? They just punch us. So, I'll continue. Because there are things. Why is. What do you. No, she didn't! You can't just say that they did things! Yeah, you don't have the decay anymore. I fought because I could not forgive. Which. I don't think he did want to be stopped. So you're saying this wouldn't be passed on? He's done? It's over?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
I might need to reread Fire Force.
I understand where you're
worst.
I understand where you're going with it.
Nah. This is bottom. Why does this get a full page spread? With dumb, there's probably not even enough fists here. I'm not gonna count them. I truly hate this. This is so stupid. It was never established like this.
It's basically the ending to the whole series. So the fight is done. We're probably
There's
gonna
like
get
6 chapters left.
Yeah, we're probably
It's
gonna get some
over.
aftermath stuff.
Did
and that's it.
Bakugo bite him?
It's over.
Yeah. All for One is done. Shigaraki's gone.
So I said, we talked about, we didn't even get a dumb mind fight with the two of them fighting mind one for all. And then we did. And then we just got it.
And then it's over.
And it's over. They just punch him. This is horrible. Is Kirigiri gone?
Yeah.
I don't care. I think I like this line. I think
No, it's a good line.
I like that line.
There's nothing about
I
it.
don't.
It's a good line.
It seems like there's a page missing here. Yo, it's over.
The conclusion.
It's a break next week too.
Yeah, you gotta let it marinate. You gotta let it simmer.
What is this? What is
Varia says, Deku, please tell Spinner I was the best terrorist ever.
it? What is this? Come on.
Jay, you know there's gonna be a shipping ending. That's without question. Now everybody has the time to tell everybody else what their feelings.
He's using his quirk to forcibly stop.
He's so strong. He's stopping his destruction.
You know why he's here? Because he's in popularity polls just randomly so much. There's no other reason. Horikoshi is a cuck. Why aren't you regenerating?
Thank you, Soul, for re-upping to the bums.
He just punched him once. The strange feeling that this red body isn't using super regeneration. And if it,
Meme Spice says, Bakugo is really just Bite Shadow Man, huh?
I thought it'd be at least a couple more chapters. Yo.
No. No.
This isn't a thing. This.
It's a
Stop
thing.
acting like he was a character. Where's All Might? Is that him? I don't care. You made sure I wouldn't disappear. What do you mean? She was already gone. I didn't manage to destroy it. Okay. I like that line. I like the line. The Spinner connection isn't there.
Yeah.
Don't act like
it's
my last words is to this mother.
It's very weird they keep like pushing
Divine
Spinner.
Instinct Goku, Ultra Essence Goku, True Divine Essence Goku.
Thank you for the super chat. So damn, it's been 2 years of being a bum with you all. How much did I miss?
It's really just
Literally
over.
just him reading the chapter. Yeah, it's over. Oh, this kid loves Gorillas. He loves Gorillas content, so he loves the music. Yeah.
This is horrible. It's all. We're gonna have to start rereading My Hero because this is 6 chapters.
Yes. We only have to start rereading the war arcs because that's what we're gonna do.
Holy
Because
crap!
we're going first.
No, he didn't. This is him. It's like he was told that he has 3 months to live. He was just like, yeah, I got you, pimp. I gotta wrap this up. Don't try to analyze him like we as the audience know anything about this month.
Yeah, we haven't had the time to dissect and get a chance to actually learn who All For One is. Even what his overall plan was vis-a-vis Shigaraki as
Notera says,
not just the body.
Bakugo gets his chest blown open and
Suck
can
my
fight, but
dick.
Uraraka
That's
gets
my
dinged with a shitty
request to
dagger
you.
you'd find early in an RPG
She
and is
got
crumbled down the
stabbed
floor.
once.
And she was
All Might was ground it to paste. Edgeworm is a worm. But this month, with his raggedy arm flopping about, somehow exploded here. Told in Todoroki, President Mike, a teacher and a pro hero, didn't see that. Is this a flashback to something that we didn't see? What is this? There was no point in having him here. You can't even be like, oh, all of Class 1A is here. Because they're not. It could have been anyone. What did he do?
He bit him. You can see it in his mouth.
He bit Karagiri.
Mm-hmm.
Jay says, DA, did your MHA rating change?
It's gotten worse. Cause it's over.
Yeah.
This is rushed and is unsatisfactory.
Yep. And we're about to watch a video defending it.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep. Yep. Hope it was all worth it in the end. I'm just looking forward to what people are saying about this. Not happy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
It's over. Legit. The fight is over.
Yeah. So like 3 months ago, we said My Hero is probably going to end this year. Well, definitely end this year. And we were thinking like late summer, maybe sometime in the fall.
I told you, motherfucker, just like you got 3 months to live. Let's go.
This mother wrapped it all the way up.
And that's not worse than a couple of chapters ago.
No.
But that is definitely a top 3 chapter.
In a vacuum, this could have been a good chapter.
Why?
They requested it a long time ago. I just finally got around
Fighting
to
Gimmick
adding it.
says, time to sing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme for MHA. The magic word sorry Mishka Mushka Mickey Mouse, sing it with me Mishka Mushka Mickey Mouse.
We're not singing nothing.
It's crazy. The best that we can get is I don't see how he gets the quirk back. So he's just going to be quirkless. Essentially, what is he going to be doing? Flipping burgers? While my man's Bakugo out there being number 1?
Oh yeah, sip time.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, I'll turn it up later.
It's already been decided. Even if it's set in stone, I'll smash that future. Hey, Deku, shut up, you nerd.
My Hero Academia is truly one of the manga / anime of all time.
I cannot wrap my mind around that it's really just over. And I saw this, and I thought he meant like the perfect ending to a chapter.
Oh, no, sir. It's basically the perfect ending to My Hero Academia.
MF Chris says, Deku will go to Disneyland after this.
This is worse than Bleach's ending.
No,
Mickey Mouse.
Hondo.
Start from the top. Now we're here. This guy is a TikTok hype beast. Who's worse?
I'm so shocked.
Lucifero, Awful One, or Muzan?
This mother was just like, yeah, I'll just quirk myself
Obvious
back
reasons.
into
Obvious
existence.
reasons.
Like, okay, what? Oh, my grandpa kept me. No, she didn't.
Thank you for the super chat, Nami to go. Y'all should see this guy's One Piece reactions. Ew.
No, thank you.
No, I think this is gonna be enough.
This isn't.
Oh yeah, sip time.
I gotta understand that just a smidge. It cuts off a little weird for my ear. As far as who's worse, probably R for
100. You can't just pretend. What is that yelling "I love you" bull crap? Let me see your face. What is that? We didn't get enough of that with his backstory.
Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
We never got any of that in the 425 chapters that there has been.
And so it was. And so
it will be forever and all time.
We are talking about My Hero Academia's ending is perfection by the Weeb Commander. Yeah, no. And
Bakugo's just back!
Why wouldn't he be?
A myriad of reasons!
Varia says, Shigaraki probably passed back one for all back to Deku when they touched fist.
Oh no! Oh no! That's 100% possible! Cause it was punching with them, so maybe the embers do get passed back to. Oh no! He punched his soul with his soul and allowed me. No! No!
It's over.
No, there's only one person cooked here.
Yeah, no description, boys.
No description, boys. Crazy. All right, let's get into it.
You know, if JJK and MHA could stop coming out on the same day, that'd be.
It's Weekly Shonen Jump.
His fist is bleeding. His fist is bleeding. Holy crap.
MF Chris says,
We out here.
Kevin Garnett, anything is possible.
This is reverse peak.
What? Ultra peak? I'm gonna say Aoyama doesn't deserve to be in prison for this. He's a kid who was first.
We ain't got time.
Yeah, no.
I don't care about random commenters commenting things. It does not matter to me.
Great. Oh, two of the biggest and most important manga of all time are finishing at the same.
What?
Naruto. I see that behind you.
Two of the biggest and the two biggest and not two of the
Kashi as well. Excellent, sir.
That'd be great. Oh, two of the biggest and most important manga of all time are finishing at the same time, and
two of the most biggest and important manga of all time.
You have nothing to say.
That's a crazy bar.
Crazy bars.
I only post 2 videos on this channel a week.
And yeah, sure, Nick, you can shift one of your videos from NC Hammer to the Weeb Commander.
But we have ads on every single video for the rest of the month on NC Hammer.
Pizza
We
Steak
can
says, Go Beyond, plus Ultra Super Omega Peak.
That's correct.
shift no more. Even now, as I'm recording this video, I don't know when we're gonna post it. It needs to come out soon, because if you're not first, you're last.
Complaining about your schedule.
And if you're not first, you're last. Who cares about being first or last if you're good?
Yes.
If
Make the quality and people will come to you. It's not just, if you want clicks just for having done it, instead of having you done something important or informative or anything, what are you doing here? You're just purely a numbers mother.
But I mean, you can be like fifth as long as you make like good enough content, and I make good enough content because the leaks come out.
Then stop crying about your schedule. You say you make good enough content. Why would you care about being fifth?
At like 11 o'clock at night, and if you want to be the first, that means you have to read the leaks the second they come out, and then you have to make a video, and then you have to edit it in the middle of the night, and then you need to post it for the next morning, and I'm just not gonna do that. Mostly because I don't edit my own videos, and my editor just had a child. But anyways, as hype as JJK has been in recent chapters, MHA has been equally hype. It's just not big.
Yes, it has been equally hype.
disagree.
Didn't Toto, sorry, spoilers, 3, 2, 1, Jujutsu Kaisen. This is just
Kai's
me here to
Aldonic
say
says,
I haven't read everything
his
about
main
Jujutsu
channel is
Kaisen.
only about Naruto, Boruto.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I didn't change the emotes.
Yeah.
But Toto's back and he's got a little arm clacker thing, and he just changed the requirements for Boogie Woogie. So when he was fighting Mahito and just like clapping comes from the soul, and he tricked him because he's like, nah, Boogie Woogie's dead for real though. I can't do it anymore. No, he could.
No, it does come from the soul, I guess.
No, he could just do it with anything now, and that's fine. This is just Hunter x Hunter rules of I just changed my ability. Okay.
And Nobara too.
Is she back?
I guess you're not caught up.
Everything is falling apart.
MHA has been equally hype. It's just not being talked about as much because it's not nearly as popular as JJK is nowadays. Because here's the thing, well, the final
Whatever you mean by that.
Divine Instinct Goku, Ultra Essence Goku, True Divine Essence Goku.
Fist is bleeding.
He has some One Piece shorts on his channel. Thank you for the super chat. So y'all really want us to read those, to watch those in shorts and One Piece reacts? Oh, Chris, you absolutely did see that, sir. And now JJK fans are breaking it off into 4 sections of what it could possibly be that he's back. Because Gojo's back.
battle is going down in JJK. MHA literally just ended. Yeah, you heard me right. Chapter 423 is like the last action-based chapter of MHA. Everything
that's not what you said.
Yeah.
You said MHA ended. You heard me. This is the last action chapter. Not the same things at all.
Chapter 423 is going to be a wrap-up arc. Deku growing up, graduating from UA, possibly
Unknown
being...
Gaming XL says, JJK fans queefing over Geno's ghost.
Dude, they love it.
quirkless. In fact, almost definitely being quirkless. That was pretty much confirmed this chapter. Seeing his mom, All Might, Bakugo getting their dust bones put back together somehow. Deku maybe marrying Uchaku, and so on and so forth.
Uchaku?
That's her name.
Chapter 423 of MHA is it. The story's done. And
No,
yet,
it's not.
The story technically isn't done. Just the action bits are done. From what we know. For all we know, there could be a secret thing all for one lurking inside of somebody or some give or take 3 or 4 chapters left? Absolutely.
I'm going 6 chapters.
If this thing goes into August, I will be shocked.
This is cool.
Shocked if it hits into August.
They decided to drop one of the hypest chapters. It's dropped in a year or so.
Who are you?
Didn't you just
What
say
do
it
you-
was as hype as Jujutsu Kaisen, but now it's dropped the hypest chapter it has in a year? So for a year, it's been subpar hype? We already reacted to the chapter, Wolf. Or he did, because I had already read it.
And so no one's talking about it. But I am. That's what
200
I'm here
for
for.
host says, literally 2 seconds in and I hate this guy.
It's the energy. I just don't gel with that type of energy while watching it.
Because I want to talk about Chapter 423 of MHA because it was incredible. Because not only does Deku eviscerate the final baddie of this show, but he also finally reaches Shigaraki. There's a touching sacrifice from a character.
Okay, he did the things. How were they done? Were they done well? Just doing them is not a point of praise. Just doing them should not be allowing for you to clap that the moment happened. How did the moment happen and was that good?
Detroit Smash!
Thank you for the super chat, Hope. What's important to him is done. El Bomo Magnifico. Magnifico.
Who was able to toe the line between being evil and good, and a fateful farewell between...
What? Shigaraki's always been evil.
Yeah.
He just likes the people he likes.
What was he towing the line with?
I don't think he's ever been in conflict of being a hero or some
character who was able to...
Let's go back. Unless he means Deku, but I can't imagine.
Show, but he also finally reaches Shigaraki. There's a touching sacrifice from a character who was able to toe the line between being evil and good, and a fateful farewell between two characters who had butt heads for 400 chapters.
No, they didn't! They didn't butt heads until it was like, oh, the connection. Shigaraki was not like, oh, I'm coming to UA for you, Deku. Deku wasn't like, oh, Shigaraki, you fixing to get this until like halfway through the series.
We got a true look into the real motivations of All for One. And so much
Should
more.
we get that true look into the motivation a panel before he crumbles away?
Yeah, it like all that time we spent inside of Shigaraki's soul, why wasn't like parts of All for One soul so we can see some of that as well? He was happily laughing at killing kids. Thank you for the super chat soul.
Like when the Deku and Shigaraki memories were sort of melded.
Yeah,
we could have gotten flashes of
All for One and what he really covers, like him in a room just lamenting the loss of his brother. And then for this moment would make at least a little bit more sense, or a little bit more setup. As far as we've understood it, he just kind of saw him as possession. And that's typical for like abuse and abusers and abuse victims, where I don't really care for you. I care for you in as much as I own you. Like,
and something is being taken from me.
Yes. And as much that I love a pair of my shoes.
Why is his camera moving so much? He had to record this video with the quickness. He's hype. And it's extending to his camera.
It's clearly just the camera can't be stationary. There has to always be some type of motion, so it always feels like there's something going on in the scene, even though there's literally nothing going on in the scene.
Stationary is ruined.
Stationary.
This was an incredibly action-packed, well-drawn, and beautiful chapter, and honestly,
it was not action-packed. It was 2 punches.
Yeah, collectively 2 punches. It was the big punch Deku gave.
The final punch.
Bakugo's
MF
bite.
Chris says, which is better, Naruto and Sasuke or Deku and Shiggy? Speaking head, speaking head, speaking head, speaking head.
Naruto, Sasuke.
He punched him when you said you're a lonely cuck. Cool.
Fantastic ending to MHA. Today we're going to be breaking all of that down because today we're talking Chapter 423 of MHA Explained. But before we get to explaining anything, guys, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that noti bell. And if you love the idea of me keeping you up to date on all things anime and manga, go ahead and follow my anime podcast, The Talk is Anonymous, where me and Danny Mata break down everything that happened in anime this week. It's available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
If you think that this was anything above a 2, why should anybody listen to you? Your opinions are worthless to me because I see what you value, and it does not align with my tastes. So no, I shall not be checking out your podcast. I hate his necklace.
It's a
dumb looking necklace.
I don't know the significance of it, but it's not a good one.
Chapter 423, the definitive ending of MHA.
Except the subsequent chapters, especially when it goes break next week. So clearly there's more coming.
Nope, that's it.
Every pause is a painting with this guy.
Manga that's been running for almost a decade.
It's not over. Stop with this eulogy.
But oh my god, a decade? Who gives a how long something's been running? Is it good?
Finishing its story. And while the popularity of MHA has petered out in recent years, looking back upon the entirety of this almost 500 chapter long story, you have to be in a little bit of awe. MHA, while it was never able to bring people into the anime community like Demon Slayer, Naruto, or Dragon Ball, was for at least half a decade the most popular anime and manga on Earth. And while the appetite of your average shonen consumer...
Popular?
Absolutely wrong.
I don't think that that's true.
No.
What is
bring
that
people into
chart?
the anime community like Demon Slayer, Naruto, or Dragon Ball was for at least
Unknown
half.
Gaming XL says, RWBY been running for a decade and it's dog water.
Boring.
But see, that's the thing. You don't. That's see, like I said. Also, keep in mind. Also,
The
Suck
length
my
of
dick. That's my request to you.
the length of time that something runs does not indicate its quality. And you are simply showing ratings. You're not showing ratings against anything else.
No.
So, and
Look
some
at-
of those are in the bad category.
Really bad category.
A lot of them are good.
Yeah.
What do you think you're proving with this?
Wait. Are these?
Seasons on top.
No,
Episodes.
no. Are these?
Are they Nielsen ratings or are they like IMDb?
Yeah, that's what, like fan rating.
Anime. But like 7.7, that's 7 million people watching. So I don't know if it's a 7.7 stars. Or, either way,
Oh yeah, simp time.
it's not simp time.
IMDb.
Oh. Okay. Yep. There you go. This is not indicative of what you're saying. You can't just claim that it's the most popular anime and then show an IMDb chart, or is it just him spouting bullshit
Oh,
and his
yeah,
editor
simp time.
going, "I got nothing."
Literal nothing with what he's
Either
talking
way,
about.
you are not qualified to say this because it may be true. It's not true. It is not the most popular for a decade. I have no facts and figures, but I can say that definitively.
Can I be honest? His voice is too loud. His energy is making me feel uncomfortable, and he's just saying
No,
lies.
you're lying. His voice is
decade.
very comfortable.
The most popular anime in manga on Earth. And well,
And the manga on Earth? That's called muffin bars. My man hit him with the straight lie.
Yeah, no, that's just lying.
The most popular on Earth, according to these IMDb ratings. Wait a second. Go back to that, would you please?
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 second. I gotta see where gentle lies.
Oh no! Why would you do this,
Chris
sir?
the Chilled says,
Because I want to get
Liar.
angry.
Liar! You lied about the figures.
Episode 81, which is
Oh,
18th
yeah,
episode
sometime.
of the 4th season. So, those are the average ones. Of course they are.
Yep.
Fans.
And that bad one's
That's-
probably the conclusion.
That's what I like to see from the My Hero community. Thank you so much, My Hero fans, for giving me
I'm all for it.
exactly
Cuck
what
life,
I
100%.
expected.
Live the life of the cup.
the most popular anime in manga on Earth. And well, the appetite of your average shonen consumer changed about halfway through MHA's run, which resulted in some...
Or did it become bad?
Yes!
Did they wane off of it because it's no longer as good as they originally thought?
Why does the entirety of of people that like a genre have to change for you to be like, oh, that's why it started to wane? Because everybody's taste changed. Nothing about the manga. The manga's quality was what it was. It was an 8 or a 9 or the most popular or whatever lies I'ma spit. It was that. It's just literally everyone else that caused My Hero to go down. No other reasons than their taste changed. No quality differentiations. Y'all are the issue.
Silverheart Soul says, "Don't believe me or do if you want.
You are
This all looks better than
lying!
videos."
Everybody wants us to watch those shorts. And you know what? I could see this where he's chopping up a lot of this long form thing into a bunch of shorts. And he's just trying to create... Maybe that's even ties into the camera work. Because it'll just be a short of like panning in, panning out. I could see that.
manga on Earth. And while the appetite of your average shonen consumer changed about halfway through MHA's run, which resulted in some people moving away from the IP, genuinely, I don't believe Horikoshi could have crafted up a better ending.
How has it been the most popular for a decade, and then they also moved away from the IP?
Oh yeah, simp time.
I see I'm gonna have to do something about that.
Especially if we do a woman
revisiting. An ending with grit, resolve, teamwork, and meaningful sacrifices. An end.
Kirigiri, this man will eat anything. Spoon in mouth, give him anything, and it's a great. What was his issues? Because he said that, yo, My Hero sucks when Deku got his arms back. Was it just when he got his arms back? Was that your only issue? This is a great sacrifice?
Or was it just that too fast? It was.
You are this dude is pissing me off.
We are 3 minutes into this 18.
Deku. Hey, we did talk about Deku, My Hero last week, so there is some Deku carryover.
Yeah.
All right, lucky me.
That not everybody makes their way out of, but the heroes prevail in. As somebody who's been openly critical about MHA and the decisions that Horikoshi has made with this story multiple times, like I am with literally any anime I'm watching or manga that I'm reading, I mean it when I say I couldn't have envisioned a better ending for this story. So
you're just happy of
Cameron
the way,
Bailey says,
or of
no, he hated
what
it before.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering what he hated about it, and why he hated it, and what makes this a good sacrifice when we don't know this muff.
So how does the story end? Well, let's get into it. See, chapter 423 picks up where chapter 422 left off.
No.
To say where they...
Last week we talked about, or was it the week before? Doesn't matter. It was one of them weeks. We talked about the implementation of what was going on, because Homeboy was just like, area was set up, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I go, what if Gran Torino just flew in and
you manifested it? You read the leaks. That's all it is.
Yeah, I read them on Saturday.
That's right.
Yo, okay.
Yep.
All right.
A full-power Deku landing a one-for-all punch directly into All for One's chest. Now, at this point,
what does it mean that he chose to punch? He's regressing back to
the mean of what he was, which was a negative at one point because his arms were destroyed.
He grew out of that. I'm going to follow in All Might's footsteps. He became his own person when he kicked. But now, in the final moments, his final attack, seemingly, hopefully, he chooses to punch.
Yes, sir.
It makes no sense for the character thing that was done with the thing that was done.
Or does it?
No!
Says, I can't imagine a better ending, that because you have less brain cells than a single baby carrot.
For One is some kind of chimeric black dragon human being, but Deku punches the human part of him. And sustaining this damage from Deku makes All For One realize something. That his regeneration quirk isn't working, but he can't seem to figure out why. On top of that, All For One tells us that the reason he wasn't able to sense and therefore dodge Deku's rather obvious attack is because the hostility of every hero on the battlefield aimed at all.
Hey, did you just gloss over why he couldn't regenerate? Are we just accepting that thing?
Hey, he didn't notice Tape Guy. Shero, shut up. He didn't notice him. But now he does notice 8 people, including Mineta, who literally cannot do anything. Just being sort of mad at him. Because they're not attacking him. They're just shooting their malice beams at him. And he's getting afeared.
All For One hid Deku's presence. That is to say that the hostility towards All For One from the left.
He couldn't use his eyes. He couldn't use his sonar quirk, which is how he saw when he didn't have eyes. And he transferred everything over to Shigaraki, so Shigaraki should also have that. He couldn't do that either. He couldn't hear Deku yelling, "Thank you for giving me a path." He couldn't hear the big boing sound of
Turn up my
using
boy.
a trampoline. None of these things happened.
likes of Mineta,
Cotton Candy
Momo,
Hope says he
Mineta!
didn't notice they used this same splash page with Bakugo like 13 chapters ago.
It's crazy! But it was more impactful with Bakugo because he got a big 2-page spread. This wasn't even 1 page. It's a bunch of bums there. Geto's not even there. But onomatopoeia guy from class 2B do. 2B do. I'm cracking up.
hostility towards All for One from the likes of Mineta, Momo, Denki.
Mineta! Yeah. Oh no! Mineta's sort of angry at me. What is he gonna do? Diddle me? Get out of here!
I don't think that's what Mineta does.
He,
at least not unless it's Airy.
Given time.
Oh yeah.
Would.
Oh yeah.
Hiroshima, all of Class 1A, and everybody else on the battlefield who was helping Deku along to get...
And the rest.
Get to All for One masked his presence so that Danger Sense wasn't able to tell him where Deku was. All for One then comes to the realization that his regeneration not working and Danger Sense not being able to sense Deku must be from the fact that Shigaraki's body was destroyed, and therefore All for One is incredibly weakened vessel.
How's Sheriff from 40K are smarter than this guy? I don't know if he's unintelligent or he knows the game and is just playing the game.
He could be a hype beast.
Says, this guy is actually a robot named the Meatride 5000.
No! But he could be a hype beast. He could be just going along with what people want to hear because he clearly cares about views. Yes. So he might not even like it, but he might be saying what people want to hear. Because he knows it's going to be a very impactful chapter and people are going to be looking up for it. So he has to be one of the first and might as well like it.
Didn't have control over the quirks that he should have. On top of that, because of the realization of Yuichi's death, All for One is moving in something resembling a fugue state. Feel appreciation or understanding for the things happening around him. He's basically mourning. And it's at this point that we get a flashback to one of Deku and...
he was still able to attack. He was still able to recognize that people were attacking him.
Explain yourself, you baby!
He said that, yo, I grew on the battlefield just like you. I see what you heroes are going through. He was able to attack all those other heroes.
Chris says, Hypebeast style 5th form yapping blessing in the drought.
All Might's first conversations, to where All Might told him that the entirety of the power of One for All would make a human body explode if it was a weak body. And therefore, as Deku was delivering this punch into All for One's chest...
But wouldn't that be if it was activated?
Yes. Because we've seen, like, I don't know if he was using... He's definitely using aspects of it, but I don't think he's using the main crux of it that would destroy the body.
Because, you know, it's just kind of dormant. You don't see Deku just inadvertently ripping a door off of his hinges. You have to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling All for One that he has directly received the power of all 9 users of One for All. And since All for One is in this incredibly weakened...
But I thought that they disappeared. But apparently they didn't because they're back. And they're transferred to Deku factually.
Don't do this.
We've accepted this.
Don't do this.
It's fine. I'm cool with it.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. But I have to be.
Because you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a flash forward. He's going to think he's quirkless. It's going to be a flash forward. And then we're going to see him, like, jump really high or something.
Version of Shigaraki's body.
Nope. He's gonna be microwaving an egg.
Oh no, I can't.
And then he's gonna do it. And then
stop with the
dude, it's just gonna be on loop. They're gonna be layering over each other, fighting for position. The day, come.
Entirety of the power of One for All is too much for him. And thus, somewhat ironically, All for One begins to decay. His body turning into dust, much akin to how stars and stripes dispersed into the ocean. And as his body begins to decay away, falling out of the black dragon tentacle chimera monster that he had bound himself to, numerous heroes on the battlefield, like Hiroshima, begin to believe that the battle is finally over.
There's 2 people.
Yeah.
not. See, All for One uses a myriad of different quirks to take the parts of his body that haven't quite decayed yet and bind
What
them
are
back.
those quirks? What did he do in this situation?
What
You've just told me that he's done it. What did he do? How did he do
Cotton
it?
Candy Hope says,
How did he know it was
no,
going to
he's
work?
gonna be taking his quirkless son to you. While Bakugo takes his daughter to UA and they probably make out.
Don't do that.
It's going to be like the end of Harry Potter.
Together. The most notable being his black rod quirk. I don't remember what it was called. It just allows him to shoot branchy black rods out of his body. And thus this horrifying image of a half-decayed Shigaraki's body held together through black rods begins to approach Deku. And All for One says that he has
Yes, he's holding together dust. As they said that it was crumbling. What is he doing? He's just doing it. Because I'm telling you that he's doing it. Yeah, that's how a story goes.
accomplished anything yet, and that the Demon Lord needs to be absolute, and therefore he can't die yet. But
You
since his
aren't
body
a character! Shut up!
is very clearly destroyed, All for One has to start again. He'll have to restart like he did with Shigaraki. That is to say that All for One needs to find somebody to transfer over to, whether that be Midoriya or some other hero on the battlefield. So long as All for One can get his hand on them, he can transfer his consciousness and his quirks over to that person and restart the process of becoming the Demon Lord who eats the entire world.
And
But since
again, why he recognized as soon as he got into Shigaraki's body, he went, "Ayo, this thing kind of trash." He didn't for a second go, "Let me transfer over," because it's over. My brother's dead, Decay's gone. I don't want to. I guess I'm just gonna take over the world. What are you gonna do as a mummy? So he just decided not to take over Tape Guy's body. Well, for obvious reasons. Because who would possibly care about that guy? Certainly not Hirokoshi.
But on top of that, when did he transfer that consciousness over to Shigaraki? Because we do see that they are separate beings in some way, shape, or form, and that All for One is buried in the mind of Shigaraki. When did he transfer his actual consciousness over there?
Deku is the person closest to All for One. It's Deku who All for One wants to transfer his consciousness over to. But Deku isn't about to let that happen without going out with a fight. And thus, as
So
the
he didn't
creepy-
have a stretchy arm quirk? Nothing like that? Nothing that would allow him to...
Would his arm still need to be attached for that to work? Like with the disintegrated hand, if he just threw his hand at him, would it work?
version of All for One
You already
makes its
said
way
it
to
earlier,
Deku.
Jay.
Deku powers up another punch. But before the two of them can clash in this possibly fatal
Stop
exchange
making
for the
this.
both of them, Korogiri begins to move. Now this is interesting because Korogiri in the last chapter was very much stated to not be able to create any more portals. As we could see, probably the emotional turmoil of realizing that he's now a Nomu, and also the amount of portals he opened to get the entirety of the hero forces to this battle against All for One have greatly weighed on him. And thus the fire that usually rolls.
We have never seen that quirks. I mean, his quirk takes any sort of stamina or anything. So this is
Hi
just now
Zaldonic
established
says,
right where it needs
Quirk
to.
magic bullshit, don't ask questions.
Yeah, because that's all it is. He said Kirigiri wrong. Hey, no.
Oh yeah, no, I was
Look at
just
Naruto in the background. Hooray!
What shirt is he wearing?
But yeah, we just have to accept that. Yeah, he's just weakened now, such that he's just disintegrating. And you just go, okay, because this isn't a character that I know or care about from this manga. I gotta go over there to read about him and feel sad about him. So I'm gonna read this, experience the end of his story, go back into the other manga, experience the beginning and the middle of his story, and then come back to this and feel sad.
On top of that, it's very. He said, you just said we just accept it. A lot of this chapter is we just accept it. Like, and you're not really analyzing the issues of what we're just accepting. Because we are just accepting, hey, Bakugo is here and he's gonna slide up and do the big thing.
And nobody's gonna see him, and nobody's gonna try to stop him, and nobody's gonna go instead of him. They made a rail gun in the last chapter. Somehow. I guess she knows the components of a rail gun. Sure.
Where would you put Kurogiri's origin? How would it fit in the story? When they had him locked up. They do it all the time when they have people that know each other in a room together, they'll flash back to something. That would have been a perfect time to do it.
Or don't have it.
Or don't have it.
You want the emotional impact of this moment, but you don't want to have it in your story. Don't have it then. It's just that simple. It's not a matter, because you've got infinite amount of time. You've got infinite amount of pages. You can do essentially whatever you want with your manga.
Within reason.
Within reason.
Just accept the hype punch garbage and tweet about it.
And tweet about it, yes.
Roars out of his suit was sputtering out. But as Korigiri begins to move, Mike yells at him and says, Shirakumo. To which he responds, Shota, Yamato, I have to go. I have to protect
my planet
Shigaraki.
needs me.
And thus in this moment, a combination of Shirakumo and Korigiri are seen as the flames begin to dissolve around Shirakumo's face. And in that moment, Korigiri remembers the time that he had spent with Shigaraki as a bartender for the original League of Villains. And thus Shirakumo or Korigiri or whoever you want to call him opens a portal between Deku and All For One, ensuring that All For One won't be able to get his hands on Deku. Now this portal that Korigiri is opening between Deku and All For One appears to be the last of his energy. And it also appears to be his entire body. Because from this portal, Korigiri says to All For One, give back Shigaraki. He has friends waiting for it. Now this portal is the only thing keeping All For One and Deku from coming into contact with each other. And is there...
They said he's gone.
Lost
why does Korigiri believe that there's anything within him that is Shigaraki? Give him back. How do you think this works? You, a Nomu who has just come back into consciousness.
Barely.
What do you think is happening? What is the sequence of events to your understanding, Korigiri? Oh, he's gone. Okay.
That
no
must mean I should bring him back.
Smoke
For technically the only thing keeping All For One from transferring his consciousness over to Deku. However, as Korigiri was already low on energy prior to the creation of this portal, after Korigiri tells All For One to give Shigaraki back, he begins to fade away. Cracking at the edges and dissipating, the portal begins to disappear. But just as the portal begins to crack and Deku is about to be taken over by All For One because his punch isn't fast enough to get to All For One before All For One can grab him, out of absolutely nowhere flies Bakugo. Propelling an incredibly broken and defeated body, Bakugo grabs onto Deku and propels him with his explosions. And Deku flies now at a great
Is that what happens?
This sure is what happened in the chapter.
100% is. The dude is worthless. And that's what he's just talking about. You gotta be first or you can be fifth. Is this the content that you want to put out?
Speed towards All For One through the shattered portal of Korigiri. Mike seeing the broken Bakugo.
That's not what happened. I'm not seeing that. He doesn't propel him with an explosion.
I can see his left hand right behind Deku.
But you don't see any sparks. You don't see any light. There's nothing on Deku.
Yeah, I don't think that's what happened.
Yeah, this is 240p scans that he's looking at, and somebody translating it.
Propelling Deku screams at Bakugo and says you should be in the hospital. And if you look at Bakugo's body, you would tend to agree. But Bakugo reveals to Mike that he had flown to the battlefield with his quirk, and he was able to catch up with Deku.
How do you feel about this?
Yeah, so he's gonna go through all of this. Yeah, no, I don't know, maybe...
Because Shoto made him an ice ramp that he used to propel himself at high speed. High level of speed that he transferred for Deku, who is now barreling towards All For One. And Deku in this moment is
So that's fine, it's just nothing.
So that's how he propelled him. He didn't use his explosion. He just flew really fast and hit him in the back and pushed him. So that literally could have been anybody.
Anyone.
No, that literally could have been anybody.
All For One telling him he'll never...
It should have been Ida.
This dude is purely a numbers game.
Why wasn't that Ida?
Ida did his thing last chapter.
No, that's not a... What?
Ida did his thing last
And so did Bakugo like 30 chapters ago. That doesn't... No. Why wasn't it Ida?
But here's Bakugo.
Forgive him for everything that he's done, but also says that All For One is not a demon lord or something incomprehensibly evil. But instead, Deku says, instead of this prophetic demon lord meant to consume the entire world,
this is really bad hype beast. I gotta people are going to be looking for this chapter, so I gotta give it to him. What are you doing?
Adding all these flowery words to pump it up. You know, he's in their potential fatal clash, and they're in the midst of this high octane battle that.
Because this came out a day ago, the chapter was already out. You're just explaining what happened. What do you think you're doing with this?
One is just a.
What's this for?
And he doesn't even edit the video.
views.
Yeah, no, it's truly just easy views. How many views does it have right now?
60. 60K.
60 a day ago. That's what it's for.
But Gojo's return, explain,
Cotton Candy Hope says,
has 126.
people want to know how fight the fight was, so I will tell you how fight the fight was.
But it wasn't fight.
It was a pretty fight.
Deeply lonely man. And as their fists touch, Deku shatters the arm of All For One, punching straight up into his torso.
Was I?
You didn't even recognize.
No, it's been a
truly did
perpetual shaking of the hand.
You truly did the woke shake.
It does not go up to his head. I don't know what he's talking about.
Suck my dick.
He just punches his arm.
Him, ensuring that Deku wouldn't be taken over by the evil hands of All For One because they were now powder. And it's after he gets his arm shattered by Deku, we see All For One standing in a dark room by himself. Now, this is most likely a representation of All For One's subconsciousness.
No! Deku manifested a dark space for the two of them.
Because as All For One is standing there, he sees a dim light off in the distance. And that dim light is Yoichi. Yoichi tells All For One that Deku's last punch had transferred the final ember of One For All over to him. And that final ember, the last ember that stayed with All Might,
Can
the last
you transfer the final ember?
Not clearly.
Because it's not a quirk. It's just the remnants of the strength that's left over. It's nothing there. Because if there were embers in him of somebody that he could speak to, he'd just be like, hey, yo, what's going on? What do I do? Who is this? Anything. He would have had that inner monologue with the other one.
Priscilla with a band-aid, a grape, and a dynamite. Superheroes have showed up, and they are the best of the best, the big, strong, the true trio. We are saved.
Who gets the last hit on them on All For One? Todoroki, Bakugo, and Deku.
Of course.
I didn't even. This is the lamest I could.
Who else would it be?
That was the purpose of it. Holy, Horikoshi is a numbers bomb.
Oh yeah.
There's no reason why it had to be those three in that situation.
Except for the numbers.
Except for this. I'm losing respect for this dude.
Is there respect left?
He's a good artist. Gentle exists.
What Gentle does exist.
Gentle is gonna get a happy ending, and I'm happy for him.
You know what? That's fair.
Whatever happens with Gentle
ways
is gonna be what Gentle wants. Because if he goes back to the crime,
says, speaking about endings, how do you Black Clover and JJK are going to end?
That crap is ending soon. JJK is ending soon.
I'm probably gonna need to catch up on it. Ask us after the stream, maybe.
But if he's gonna be a villain again, it's gonna be. They've seen him on TV saying it to people, so they're either gonna play along with them, or just be like, "Oh no, gentle criminal." He's gonna like, "Yes, it's me, the gentle criminal." Oh, I want that one. I don't want him to be a hero. I want that where they just placate him and he gets that. Oh, I want that.
And then there's like a retainer of money.
Yes.
Where no matter what, this is the gentle criminal fee. And whatever he steals,
the government just gives you the money back. Gentle has stolen $1,000 for it. Oh, here's your gentle style. Oh, I want that. But no, we're gonna get 2 chapters for the Todoroki family, as Dabi should be bones and dust, cause his daddy walked away from him to do 1 punch. And that's all he did. He wasn't even in a big.
Nope.
That stayed with Deku was Yoichi, or at least the last fragment of Yoichi in existence.
No, it wasn't. Shut up.
Quirk,
Stop accepting
One For All itself. But
Stop with this dramatic pausing bullshit. Just stop. We see what happened because you put this out when you put it out. Either we read the chapter or we read the spoilers.
Which I didn't.
I never do. Screams at this flame and says, I don't care about that. I just want to see your face. That finally having Yoichi in his grasp didn't matter because it wasn't the Yoichi he knew. Yoichi as an ember then talks to his brother and says he's sorry that he failed to bring him in the right direction.
Where
But
were
now
these embers talking to All Might?
Yeah.
Where was any of this?
Unknown Gaming XL says, I am sad that Mirko is in MHA.
She's here as well. It's not sim time.
Wow, that was actually on time because you were just about to start sipping for Miracle.
This video went by so fast because the month is just summarizing it. This is not content that I would be proud to put out.
Are you proud? Not Weeb Commander.
Oh yeah, sip time.
Are you proud of your reactions?
But this is purely just to get clicks, and that's legitimately pathetic that you aren't saying anything
Sip time.
other than what happened and a couple of veiled, just like the emotional. Bakujo just flies in. We don't know how you feel about that. There are 8 minutes left of this.
Yes.
There's going to be another 2 minutes of
Synopsis.
But cut the video in half, and you've got 7 to 8 minutes of what you think about the chapter, and just have that.
Allowing for both of the Shigaraki brothers to finally rest. See, the irony here is that it was always All for One yearning to bend Yoichi to his will, when in actuality, at the end of the story, it was Yoichi who was ashamed that he wasn't able to change his brother. But All for One doesn't accept.
I don't care.
Yeah, who is that guy?
It don't matter.
You're a nobody in my eyes in the world of My Hero Academia because I don't get enough time to know what your wants and needs are. You're just expounding what you feel at the moment from your brother. Like, it means nothing to me.
Any of this. He begins to scream at Yoichi, saying he won't accept Yoichi's passing or his own, and that he needs Yoichi by his side. And with this interaction, we finally truly begin to understand why All for One yearned to have One for All so badly. Well, obviously, a part of it was because the wielders of One for All foiled his plans at every turn. In actuality,
and they're the only ones who have the strength to stop him because he was gutted by All Might.
And
banned. Gone. Forever.
And he gets All for One. I mean, One for All.
Yep.
And then what? He doesn't have his brothers back because if you steal a quirk, you don't. You
suck my dick. That's my request to you.
The visages in his mind, they never showed up until a certain point when they all just started showing up. So would he just will the visage there in his mind just for his brother? Well, it just doesn't make any sense.
Wielders of One for All foiled his plans at every turn. In actuality, All for One just missed his brother. The one person who was born into this world.
I don't care. This was all established some 20 chapters ago, quite poorly. And now we have to go all this while he's sitting there drinking wine like, ha ha ha, the world is mine. Ooh, I want New World Order. You just, for my brother though. That's, no.
Oh yeah, sip time.
Cause what ends? I don't care that he wants to have sex with his brother or whatever he wants.
Why was he trying to destroy all the, or was he trying to absorb
sip time.
One for All? Was he trying to destroy it or
MF Chris says, Demon Slayer and MHA have the worst writing for talking about characters that we don't know from their family or friends, which we don't even care about because the story is rushed and not explained.
He was trying to absorb it. Okay, just making sure.
Oh yeah, sip time.
I'm definitely gonna have to do something with that alert. Y'all don't deserve it.
Who All for One believed understood it. And thus when Yoichi ran off with the liberation armies and the first wielders of One for All, he realized he had lost the only person who truly mattered to him on Earth. And thus
that doesn't.
This is Demon Slayer stuff where now we have nowhere to put
sip
this.
time.
Like, you guys at the very end go, hey, this is what he was really feeling. Like, I'm just gonna say
sip time.
what he actually wanted in this world. I'm gonna actually take that alert away. This is what I actually wanted in a world, but now it's over. I really get to see the growth or the progression of him wanting that thing. You're just telling me at the end, I truly just wanted this.
No exploration,
Oh yeah, sip time.
He is gone, and we will be talking about this aspect of his character 0% anymore.
Well, his ploy to get One for All was about global domination. It was also about reconnecting with his family. But Yuichi tells All for One.
I don't care. I do not care. We simply understand why he was doing that. It doesn't make sense for him to go, I want New World Order. I want to be the quirk broker for the entirety of the world.
Arya says,
and somewhere...
It's so dumb that MHA and Naruto both have villains that start wars because they are sad boys.
Big sad boy!
Somewhere, getting my brother fits into that. For some purpose.
I could not fucking care if he missed his little brother. He killed hundreds, if not motherfucking thousands of people, innocent or otherwise, and he was gonna kill thousands more. He was gonna blow up the volcano.
He didn't care.
Oh, but my brother, he just wanted his brother.
He was yelling that he is the demon lord.
Okay, once he gets his brother, what is his next thing?
To what ends?
Because now it's just, okay, I've got my brother.
And now it's time to rule the world.
And that's literally the end goal, is to rule the world. He didn't want his brother, he wanted his possession. We can't look at this as like, oh, this is just some sad, lonely man that just wanted his little brother. No, he's a monster that wanted his victim.
I just wanted to hold my brother's hand.
Don't do this.
We never left.
Not for a single second.
Not for a second.
That it's time to pay for his crimes of using and killing so many people to further his goals over the years. And he tells All for One, who has returned back to his childhood form as he holds on to the ember-like version of his brother, that they're not alone in this subconscious. And it's this moment that we see all the previous wielders of One for All and Shigaraki begin
to read the chapter.
Yeah, no, you could have just lifted to my man.
Emerge from the shadows. And in the next page, we see Shigaraki from the darkness land a blow onto the vestige of All for One.
Oh my goodness, look at that. The darkness and the light converging
to defeat the true evil.
This is so lame. Horikoshi, this man is cooked.
Clearly, because he done. He said, tap out.
Like, Deku lands a blow on him in reality. And thus, in this moment, Deku and Shigaraki's fists come together through All for One. As Shigaraki attacks him from his subconscious, and Deku attacks him from the real world.
You are my friend,
It's the
And this, for the first time in Deku and Shigaraki's storied history together, they come into contact with each other without Shigaraki decaying Deku. That is
No, he had his hand on his throat for 4 fingers and could have did the 5th one. He held his throat for like Isaiah. No, thank you for the super chat, Isaiah.
Future. Hey Deku, shut up, you nerd.
Oh yeah, I upped the percentage that those play because in the spirit of My Hero Academia.
I'm so tired.
Hey, they're finally able to come together. And as they're
I said that. Made sure to.
You said, oh no, Isaiah.
Yeah, I said thank you for the super chat, but yeah, you're tired. That's why.
That's not what happened.
This come together, All for One's vestige is completely decimated, gone. All for One as a character.
We're about to get 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Stop with the day.
I tell the anime to stop with it because it's gonna be nothing but that song.
Where are they in the anime?
They just came back. So I think they had a couple recap episodes. They're definitely not in racism.
How are they not in racism yet?
I don't think they're even on the field yet.
The manga's over. Just
Pizza
expedite
Steak
this.
says 50.
Eviscerated. And in this moment, Yoichi is truly correct.
Star is fighting? That's impossible.
Yep, she is. I don't know.
What the f?
As with All for One's passing, the Shigaraki brothers are finally allowed to rest.
They're not Shigaraki
Saying
brothers.
Shigaraki.
He doesn't have time to edit this. Numbers.
He doesn't have time to fact check what their actual name are.
And once All for One is eradicated, Shigaraki and Deku begin to have a conversation. A conversation that opens by Tomura telling Deku that I thought I was going to be completely swallowed by All for One's darkness. However, Nana's vestige, the last vestige of One for All that Deku was able to fire into Shigaraki, was able to tether him back.
Oh, Isaiah, you know it. We read it. Oh, DA is not happy.
To the light, to bring him out of All Might's darkness.
What
and in this moment,
does that mean?
Greatness.
One for all, full cowling, Detroit Smash!
Sebastian says, Wano looks like a masterpiece compared to My Hero, and if you want a real superhero show, watch X-Men 97. Magneto's speech in the second episode was perfect. Also, Gentle Criminal sucks ass.
Yep. Okay. You were good for a while there, and then for some reason somebody put you in timeout because you just told a lie. So, thank you for the super chat. Now I'm gonna go. Do y'all read Sakamoto Days? If y'all don't lock in, yes, I am completely caught up in Sakamoto Days. The fight going on right now is really f***ing good, and that other people are gonna read it, so I don't want to say too much.
Anna was able to save the grandchild she never got to know. And
oh Lord, don't do this. Oh my Lord, don't do this.
And this is why I'm saying, what didn't he like about
the chapters before? Yeah.
If he's accepting this bush.
Yeah, she didn't want to know. Like,
finally fulfilled the role of the loving mother she had always wanted to be. Tomura.
Then she should have been that.
Duty. No, couldn't do it.
Then says Korigiri's name and looks off as he sees the last pieces of Korigiri begin to fade away.
He's
and
not a character.
I'll smash that
Don't
future!
care.
Hey, Deku, shut up, you nerd!
This means nothing to me because he's been this brainwashed monster for the entirety of the manga. So I feel nothing for his death.
Yeah, on the 0 hour, I'm supposed to.
Oh my dick. That's my request to you.
I'm supposed to suck my. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Now I'm gonna go. It's getting an anime this year by Netflix, by the way. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was announced.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's gonna blow up. It's one of those things that are, it's very much in the vein of One Punch Man, where it's a lot of comedy.
Pizza Steak says,
it's also
are you
a ton of
okay?
action.
You look like you are going through it.
I'm really not.
How about the con?
That's also a part of it.
Oh no, that's all right. There will be no questions or anything after this, y'all. Maybe we watch a couple of those One Piece reactions from this guy, and then we get the.
Oh yeah, sip time.
Sees the last parts of his friend begin to fade away into oblivion.
Don't do it. Stop playing these things.
Tells Deku, even though he was briefly in control of his body, he wasn't able to destroy anything, which I don't believe. He destroyed a lot of things. He almost destroyed Mount Fuji. Half of the heroes of like all time are dead. But in this moment, Tomura follows it up by saying Deku was right. Inside of him was just a crying boy. And that's why as they stood there, their fists touching, Shigaraki couldn't destroy Deku's hands, which I also believe is possibly more to do with the fact that the decay quirk has been destroyed by Shigaraki being consumed by All for One's consciousness. But yes, absolutely, because Deku is finally talking to the true center of Shigaraki's core, which is a version of Shigaraki that existed before decay, before All for One began to augment his life to make him the perfect vessel to switch his body.
He augmented his life from a literal sperm. There was no before.
Over into that version of Shigaraki, the true version of Shigaraki, couldn't decay Deku's hands because A, he wouldn't want to, and B, He didn't have the quirk yet. Deku then tells Shigaraki that he continued to fight because he couldn't forgive the things that Shigaraki had done, but also because he wanted Shigaraki to stop, because he knew this isn't what Shigaraki wanted. He wanted the pain and the suffering and the sadness to be over for Shigaraki, to which Shigaraki responds, Deku.
It also don't work when it's his knuckles, it has to be all 5 fingers.
Oh yeah, that doesn't even matter.
Still alive, tell him Shigaraki fought to destroy up until the very end. To which Deku responds by saying, you managed to destroy what you truly needed to in the end, which was All for One. And it's at this point that we're taken to the final page of this chapter, where we see Deku in the air, in the pose of a giant uppercut, floating amongst what used to be All for One in Shigaraki's bodies, but what is now nothing more than black dust falling from the sky. And in this moment, the rain on the battlefield has finally stopped, and the sun is shining. Light has prevailed, and Shigaraki is gone. Yes, you heard me correctly. There was...
And it hit on the... and it hit on the... Oh
yeah, sip time.
And it hit on the fake pose is the worst part.
I would suggest watching some of his podcast shorts, because what other time will you do that?
We'll probably do that. Yeah, that was some timing. And Shigaraki's going.
I hate all of this, man. This is all just trash.
No, I reached out to the little boy and now Shigaraki's a good guy moment. Deku was able to reach out to Shigaraki. He was able to have a conversation with him. He was able to establish the fact that he knew that Shigaraki was augmented and manipulated from the moment he was born. Shigaraki was able to talk to...
he only knew that in the past hour? Before that, he was just like, nah, I just want to help him.
Yeah.
Because he looks sad.
Little soldier.
I can smell his sadness.
Deku would establish the fact that he wanted to destroy the system that messed him up.
Spit on him. He's
And Shigaraki's gone. Unbelievable.
So badly. He died fighting against the entity that ruined his life. He destroyed one of the most powerful and important and dark entities on Earth. And in the end, Shigaraki's will to destroy was directed in the correct direction. It was Deku who was able to help him achieve that goal. But Shigaraki and All for One aren't the only people that are gone, because One for All and Yuichi have also disappeared. See, Deku understood that he only had an ember of All for One left in him as he charged against All for One. And it was revealed in this chapter that that ember was Yuichi, the quirk itself. And therefore, as Deku fired this final ember into All for One's body, he became quirkless once again. And with All for One now dust, that means the likelihood of Deku ever getting another quirk is quite low. Now yes, Dr. Garaki has found a way to duplicate quirks and how to give them to other people and or Nomu. But the possibility of Deku going to Dr. Garaki for a quirk seems infinitesimally small. And thus, Deku ends this story like he started, a quirkless hero who finally got to lay to rest a boy he knew was struggling. And that, ladies and gentlemen,
These dramatic pauses are sending me to the grave.
And he's about to say, that's perfect. Just that. This was always how it was gonna end. It was minus the quirklessness part of it.
He was not going to jail.
Chris the Chilled says, the fist punch of friendship. Hirokoshi is a genius open mouth smile.
Genius.
Is the perfect ending to MHA. Yes, I'm aware I've screamed about Deku getting his arms back, but Deku losing his quirk and Shigaraki and All for One fading away into dust, all with the help of Bakugo, is perfect. It's a full circle moment.
Yes, okay, it's a full circle moment, but the way we got this circle is trash. You're basically doing a bunch of squiggles and just like, a perfect circle. No, it's a squiggly mess. But thank God, circle. The circle's there. What's inside the circle? What constructs the circle? What makes the circle? Who cares? There's a circle.
Literally I said it would be terrible if Gran Torino just flew on the field, even though he had that established ability. And then this happened, and it was terrible. And this muff is literally clapping.
This bro made a circle with the edge, the Squidward circle. This circle is a mess, man. A perfect circle, sir. This is a triangle. The manga isn't even done yet. Just like wait a month before you say the ending is perfect. The ending, the perfection is
Universal
the end of the
Instinct
story.
Goku, Angel Seed Goku,
Autonomous Dragon Force Goku. If Shigaraki comes back to life, don't even breathe that type of shit. Hold on. If Deku gets a quirk and if All for One is still alive somehow.
Can we have a World War III arc with China invading Japan with an army of specialized child soldiers with powerful quirk led by the third Hokage and Deku dies fighting Winnie the Pooh freeing Japan?
I forgot. President of America, man, would just like send everybody over to Japan. Why?
My Hero is a negative 100. Not can't be legally allowed to be worse. Thank you for the super chat soul.
Like I said, I'm gonna have to reread Fire Force.
There's gonna be a lot of rereading.
It's almost over.
It's very close to Fire Force. I only know, and part of the issue with Fire Force is that my mind started sliding. This is fresh. This is fresh.
It could be worse than you possibly could imagine.
Or it could be better.
Like, yeah,
I was just like, dude, there would be pages I'd go through and just go, I don't know what happened and I don't care to reread. Like, I know I read it, but I don't think I retained. It's like when you were in school, you'd read a sentence and just go, wow, I need to read that sentence again. Except I just never reread the sentence. I got it. Somebody will give it to me.
Cements Deku as the symbol of peace, the true and final destroyer of the symbol of evil on Earth, all for one. All from a boy who starts and ends the story without the powers given to the world. And that is... But it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Just because he started the story quirkless and end the story quirkless, if he does end it quirkless, I see the finger.
Isn't it sunshine and rainbows here?
Just because he does that doesn't make the story perfect, doesn't make the ending perfect. It just means that the ending was logical. But the way we got there was illogical.
Because while sure, technically the good guys have won, in like a month and a half, MHA's manga is going to be over. And sure,
oh
Vigilantes
my god, I can't believe thing I like end. Who end this?
Exists, but I haven't felt a hole in my heart quite this large ever since Naruto's manga ended. And the second that Naruto's manga ended, Boruto started. MHA feels like the first truly huge manga that I adored.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was some time after.
It took a while.
Boruto started. MHA feels like the first truly huge manga that I adored that's coming to an end. Because, well, sure, Bleach is over. I didn't read Bleach's manga until like a year ago. But I am excited to see how this story does.
Hype beast! The anime is coming back, so let me read all of Bleach. Oh my god, great!
This dude is disgusting.
Trash!
Truly end. And I guess we'll finally get to see if the MHA shippers were correct about anything they've been prophesizing about the future of this story. Needless to say, we do still have a couple of very important chapters ahead of us. But the hard part is over. That is terrifying. I am aging. But I'm curious, did you guys enjoy this ending for Shigaraki, Deku,
No
All for
thanks.
One, Bakugo?
Goislop content.
Nothing about Bakugo randomly showing up with his broken body, established that every single movement causes him immense pain, and he flew to a battlefield that Deku and Shigaraki flew to for quite some time. Let's remember that.
To the point where other people needed to be teleported
had to be portaled in, and he explosioned his way from there.
And everybody else, tell me in the comments below. And while you guys are down there, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that notey bell. Ooh, when JJK and MHA are done, I have no idea what I'm going to be reacting to.
That's not the most popular.
No, because then he has to build up that fan base. Because he's not that person within the Sakamoto days or Undead Unlocked. So he would have to just worm his way into it.
You're boring! You're fucking dull!
The
You have nothing to
Undead
say!
Unlocked people have their person to go to.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't go to him for anything.
Or they might if, oh my god, it's this super big YouTuber and now they're on my show.
And that goes into the, if you're not first, you're fifth.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but be good at least.
If he gets his stuff out before the other people, that might also.
All right. Crazy bars. Crazy. What are we reacting to with this dude?
That's crazy, man. I'm just now I gotta read the Reddit and get mad at that.
Dude, you know that it's gonna be clapperoni pepperoni.
Meme Spice says, podcast short times.
Podcast short? What's his podcast? I've already forgotten.
The Anime Illuminati.
When I say the words criminal organizations in anime,
shut the up. I don't know what, I don't remember what it is. What's his podcast?
I also have to go pick up Chris from work.
Oh, what time do you have to leave?
9:15. Well, I gotta get ready and everything.
Okay. I guess we're not doing it.
We can do something quick.
Give me one quick, y'all. What are we? Don't just say short.
Maybe go to one of his videos, and then maybe it's linked in the description. Hey, there we go. Otaku Anonymous.
All right.
I'm better than all of y'all.
Jirabote says, Bakugo becomes evil and Deku needs to take him back in the sequel. You are my friend, ah.
That's what I like to hear. I'm very low energy right now. Because it's just over.
One Piece reaction? Like, y'all are just saying One Piece reaction. Give me A1. Like, what can I please?
I don't like that their font is in the font of Naruto.
Oh yeah, that's gross. Well, DAO, I gotta go. All right, give me one, y'all. One Piece reaction. What am I supposed to do with this?
Shorts.
Shorts. One Piece, the podcast shorts.
Jason. Who?
Go to the most popular one of what? The podcast episode of the video? What am I doing?
The shorts.
The shorts?
I know you could do it popular for shorts.
Same.
Don't know who that is.
Same.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh's Wild.
We got the podcast already. In fact, I'm gonna bring the page up so y'all see.
I thought that they could see.
No. But here's the page. We see that
Mirio's clothes are made out of his hair. It makes sense in the world. I see nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Sure.
But that's just gonna be people saying.
Tracy Allen. What's the most overrated anime?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Tracy Allen, I don't know who you are. It's y'all that want it. We can be out. No.
Who wins, Naruto or Shakespeare? All the way to the left.
You can't.
Hot take, I think Naruto is one of the greatest pieces of entertainment ever created.
I am peak. All these mobs yelling at us, and I find the mob in channel, I go, do this one. And he starts off with bars. I'm
ever. Like toe to toe with Shakespeare. Ever.
Wow.
In all of humanity. I think it's definitely
This guy,
I mean,
You don't even know his name.
I don't care. I couldn't tell you anything about him.
Right now, he has glasses.
I don't know that for sure.
If you're talking about like who put down more words, it's probably pretty close, honestly.
Yeah. Who put down more words? Is that what it takes for entertainment?
Why are you laughing at that?
that's
At the very least, an original take.
That's
like,
legit.
I don't think I've ever heard, like, yo, who wins Shakespeare and Naruto?
This is terrible.
Yeah, no, he's horrible.
This is terrible. This is really bad.
Shakespeare's tournament arc, you know?
It's like not even touching Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, what are we doing here?
Hot take.
They didn't even go with it. They just said a bunch of tournament
I
art.
was about to say, the dude didn't even like expand on any. He just left.
Ah, they're worthless. Okay.
Because it was stated to be a rare material.
This guy,
Who has the most plot armor? Go up. Straight up, right there.
Where you? Yep.
Folks, it's about that time, and I got tagged in this one today, and it says, which one of these characters has the most plot armor?
God, I love his voice. But you heard him say it. Which one of these characters has the most plot armor? Sure as shit not Gon. Sure he gets saved by Aluka, but the kid doesn't have Nen anymore. He didn't die, but he's not the main character anymore.
Pause. Irrelevant.
Yes. They said your power is gone. You are done. He is not gonna recover.
He was a mummy. Muffs was throwing up looking at him.
I'm good now.
All his heart's destroyed, has to get saved from the underworld, but that's really not that much. Y'all need to stop putting Tanjiro on these lists. Yes, is he perpetually out of breath? Absolutely, but he doesn't deserve to be.
I really don't like his energy.
It's really loud. It's really loud energy.
Especially when you look at the podcast where he's relatively normal. This seems performative because
Silverheart
it's
Soul
a short.
says, damn it, I thought you put Classic Man D for a second.
Be on a list with these people. I haven't seen enough of Fairy Tail to talk on not to. I think you could honestly put every single Straw Hat in here and I wouldn't complain. One Piece is just the king of death baiting. So while Luffy definitely does have plot armor, I don't think he's the winner of all of this. Kirito did overwrite the rules of SAO to make sure he didn't die, and even though his HP did hit zero,
I don't, dude. His energy, I can't.
He's very annoying.
I
do not like this guy.
Yeah,
I'll say that definitively.
We're gonna do one more. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Can we go back to Driss, please? Driss is done.
Yeah,
he's giving up.
Don't care.
Ooh.
I have gotten quite the amount of vitriol.
Danny decided to make me watch the fucking Trauma Simulator.
I have gotten quite the amount of vitriol on saying that no My Hero movie is very good. I can't believe people agree with you.
I told you it was an incredibly bold take.
I would never be like, dude, you gotta watch My Hero. It's 5 seasons and 3 banger movies.
Yeah.
Let me know when you get to those movies, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, also there's
They're
movies.
add-ons.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's just like,
Which
oh,
are fine.
you enjoyed MHA? Go watch these.
They're okay DLC.
Yeah.
But they're not like banger expansions. It's not like the Skyrim expansions where I'm like,
Why was that worthy of being a short?
It's controversial.
Sman Explains Comics says, you can tell this guy is from TikTok.
Legit.
Yeah. That's probably what it is. That TikTok energy. Which I am, a little too old for personally.
Same.
Oh, but DA, insert pedophile joke here. Yes, we all recognize where
Don't
you're
just
going
say yes after a bar like that.
I'm a pedophile. Yes, that's true.
All right, we're out of here, y'all.
That's it.
Yeah, they're bad. I won't say the first one is bad. I'll say the second one is really bad. The third one I never saw. 3 Heroes? Never saw. Why are you making that face like you should? Why haven't you watched this?
Why haven't you watched that?
Is that a question?
There is one very good scene that's like top 5 in all My Hero. And it is worthless otherwise.
So why wouldn't I just watch the scene?
Because Rudy is very popular. Or Rowdy, or whatever his name is. He has a bird friend. Or something. Yo. It's not.
I know it's not.
Then watch it.
That's why
you also got the Hunter x Hunter movies on the docket.
Oh shit.
Notera says, please tell me it's not the bird scene.
No. Of course. What? No. Ew. It's the bus scene. I'll say that. The bird scene.
Oh man.
Why would I say that that's anything of quality?
I have the Hunter x Hunter movies. I have
One
the
day.
Bleach movie.
You got all the
I have the Naruto movie.
Nope. Parts of the Rukia movie is good.
Why'd you say nope first?
I was thinking the Hitsuyaya movie. Oh no, the Memories of Nobody. That is a very good movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's only 4 Bleach movies, if I'm not mistaken. If I forgot any, Lord have mercy on my soul. Did you ever watch the live action
Bleach? Oh yeah.
Okay. I think we talked about it.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it was what it was.
All right, get out of here.
I have weird opinions, absolutely, but that was trash. You should know me by now. Where you go? Oh, no, that's DA. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, don't know what we're doing Saturday. Don't know what we're doing Wednesday. Don't know what we're doing.
Saturday.
Oh yeah, we do. Next Saturday we're doing a DSP video. Probably several.
We're doing something. We need to sit down and figure out what we're doing with this. But we are notoriously trash.
So next Saturday, field content. If you're not here for field stuff,
sorry.
Hey, this is
no
joke.
T23.
Don't come to this.
It's gonna be at the end of every Saturday, the last Saturday of every month, until we forget about it or get bored or push it up or push it over or whatever happens.
Unless it'd have to be like some breaking DSP news where we just stream not on that Saturday, some other day, and just go,
DSP is divorced.
Oh, dude, I would turn on the lights that second to talk, just to hear.
There's a comet-shaped hole in his heart.
Oh yeah, sip time.
I have listened to that a lot. The jokes were not pleasant.
Oh no, Dad's birthday is wasted on field stuff. Rip. Yeah. Enjoy your Nerf war, cuck. Get out of here.
Another unique Stando user.
Can't wait for the One Piece chapter.
It's my demon time.
Everything I've said until this point is from an objective standpoint.
Tell them they can shove off.